Woman from New Mexico reserves. The gentlewoman from Minnesota is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I reserve. I am prepared to close.
The gentlewoman reserves.
I'm prepared to close.
The gentleman from New Mexico is recognized.
I'm prepared to close. Madam Speaker, the bills my Republican colleagues have proposed today threaten to overturn regulations put in place to make sure that we are responsible in our use of natural resources. The Biden administration has worked to reverse so many of the Trump-era policies that just helped the rich get richer. For too long, what we have seen in America is the rich keep getting richer, and it appears that Republicans, certain Republicans, but most definitely former President Trump, favored the richest corporations. In turn, I ask my colleagues to think about what is our role here in Congress. I want to remind my colleagues of these powerful words from the Conference of Bishops. I quote, "We show our respect for the Creator by our stewardship of creation. Care for the earth is not just an Earth Day slogan, it is a requirement of our faith. We are called to protect people and the planet, living our faith in relationship with all of God's creation. It is possible to protect the planet and still be a leader in energy. In the last 3 years, the Biden administration has invested over $18 billion towards federal, state, local, and tribal land conservation efforts in all 50 states. Contrary to what my colleagues claim, the U.S. has had a record number of oil and gas production under the Biden administration. We produced an average of 12.9 million barrels of crude oil, millions more than coming out of Russia and Saudi Arabia. But regulations are important. They prevent catastrophic environmental disasters like the 137 oil spills that occurred during the second year of the Trump administration. And remember, there will be no more elk to hunt, no more breathtaking lakes reflecting the sunlight to hike on, and no more oil or minerals to drill if we do not listen to the experts about protecting our lands and waters. Wildlife protections and mining regulations are in place to make sure future generations of Americans can enjoy the same beautiful landscapes and profit off of Americans' resources. And finally, I need to remind everybody, we all condemned the October 7th. We all have condemned Hamas. It is a terrorist organization. But we have taken up these resolutions over and over again. And once again, our Republican colleague has spoken the truth when he has said that these are sticky resolutions simply intended to divide the Democrats. Let's not work on division. Let's come together in love, in a belief in each of our individual strengths to push back against the hatred that we see, and to do it in a manner that is not partisan, but that uplifts our morality, that uplifts our empathy for all, that addresses all the forms of hatred that we see. And with that, Madam Speaker, I yield back.
The gentlewoman